Hello and welcome to another Tom Talks on YouTube. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And just before you ask, I have to wear glasses when looking at a screen, which I'm having to do for this video, just in case anyone was interested. You might not be. Oh well. But yeah, so we're going to talk about the MOBO Awards, which is convenient because it's been just over a year since I ever did my first Tom Talks blog, which was on last year's MOBO Awards. But this time we're doing it on YouTube because I want to. So let's go through it then. The album of the year went to Dave for We're All Alone in This Together. I mean, it's a fantastic album. Definitely one of my favourites of this year. Will it be my favourite? You'll have to find out later down the line. But it's a phenomenal album. It flows so well. It's got so many great tracks on it. Emotional moments, lyrical moments. The production is just mwah, bellissimo, as the Italians would say. And yeah, it's a really good album. I mean, the other nominees, I love the new Arlo Parks, but it's not quite on that level with Dave. The Celeste album is good. Cleo Soul, I've not heard her solo material. The Get album again, pretty good. Not on the level of Dave. And the Heady One album, I thought it was okay. It wasn't anything special, in my opinion. So overall, I'm pretty happy with that. Best female act went to Little Sims, and I mean, she's had a fantastic year. Can't believe her album didn't get nominated, but she has had a fantastic year. Arguably her best material this year. I mean, her and Dave are sort of up here for me. Like, nobody of this current generation is matching them lyrically. And Little Sims is just such a fantastic artist. Her album, Sometimes I Might Be Introvert, is a quality project, and I definitely recommend you check it out. I mean, again, Arlo Parks, it's a close one, but I would have been happy with for either to win. So I'm not mad, do you know what I mean? But the other nominees, Bree Runway, not checked out too much of her stuff, but she's pretty cool. Cleo Soul, again, pretty cool. Shabo's got some decent stuff. Not a massive fan of Tiana Major 9, but hey-ho. Best male act went to Gets, which, cool. Gets is obviously a legend of the scene. The fact this is his first MOBO is quite a surprise. But yeah, I'm very happy for him. I probably would have given it to Dave, but I do think Gets has had a fantastic year. I did really enjoy his new album, and I saw him live at Leeds Festival. That was amazing as well. I mean, most of the nominees here, AJ Tracy has had a pretty good year. Not in love with his new material. Central C has had a pretty good year as well. He's really come out of nowhere and took the drill scene by storm. Heady One has done Heady One. Not been in love with all the music, but there's been some pretty good stuff. And Potter Papers had a great year as well, and he's obviously a very good lyricist. Central C won the best newcomer. I'm happy for that. He has come straight out the blocks, took the scene by storm. He was fantastic live as well, and I think he's very. I'm okay to see him win that award. I mean, the other nominees are Arlo Parks. I do love Arlo Parks. I would have loved to have seen him win an award here. Is she that new? I guess she's sort of in the mainstream. Like, I first heard of her back in 2019 with the song Super Sad Generation, but I think she deserves to be here. Ardy, again, I'm not a massive Ardy fan, but I understand why he's here. Backroad G, I really loved his music. I probably would have given it to him this year, but I'm not mad at Central C. Berwin, another amazing talent that has come out in the last few years. Seriously, go check him out. Ennie is also very talented. Peg Black Girls, so many other great tracks as well from her. Joy Crooks has sort of popped up again because she originally had her moment a few years ago, and then she sort of disappeared, and she's come back now. I think she had issues in her life, and she's made a pretty good record. Also from Coventry as well, which this award ceremony is at. Big up the Midlands crew. Midas, the Jagaban, not heard of him. Pink Pantheress is cool. She's made some cool stuff. I like what she's doing. And Wes Nelson, I'm not mad at Wes Nelson. Like, his music's not amazed me, but it's not bad. It's not bad, considered for a Love Island contestant. Song of the year went to the Body remix. Of course it did. It was like the biggest song last year. First ever drill #1, and it still slaps. It still slaps. The other nominees were Latest Trends from A1 and J1, which was a pretty decent track. Commitment Issues, not my favourite Central City song, but pretty good. Clash by Dave and Stormzy, decent collab. Big Moment. Peg Black Girls was a very good song, very powerful message. And My Family from Postaloo and Back Row G is an absolute slapper. I would probably have given it to those two I've just mentioned there. But Body remix, very, very understandable why that one. Video of the year went to Millions with Lagger. I mean, Birmingham MC. I've seen bits of the video, but do you know what? I'm happy to see a Brummie win it. The other nominees, Bree Runway with Hot Heart, Fredo and Dave's Money Talks, and that looks like a decent video. Little Sims Woman, that looked like a really cool video. An amazing song as well. That should have been nominated for Song of the Year. Parcelu and Back Row G again with My Family. Cool video. I saw a bit of the behind the scenes of it. And So Tired ASAP Rocky's Mazza. That was, I like the sort of weird, acidy, druggy type vibe of the video. That was cool. But yeah, do you know what? Fair play to Millions. And I ain't going to be mad at a Brummie winning. Best grime act went to Skepta. Skepta's had some decent stuff this year, but I wouldn't say he's made that much like grime music, if you know what I mean. But, so yeah, there's a bit of a homage, I guess, because he might be retiring, but I don't know. I probably would have given it to Skepta. The other nominees are Bugsy Malone. Bugsy's not made too much grime type stuff, but he's made some good stuff. Chip, he's made some decent stuff, I'll admit. DWE, not his best material, but some good stuff. Frisco made some decent stuff. Of course, Red Card, That Boy Better Know Posse track was a banger. And yeah, I probably would have given it to Gets. Like, the whole of that Conflict of Interest album wasn't grime, but there was some big grime moments on there. The best grime act's a weird one this year, because nobody's sort of fully been in grime. Everyone's sort of doing their own thing, which is cool, and that's up to them, and I respect it. But nobody's really been a grime act on this list. I think there is some more actual grime, like fully committed, at the moment, grime artists who I think could have been on this list. For me, personally, but, you know. Best R&B and Soul, that went to Cleo Soul. I need to check her out, to be honest. I heard her on the Little Sims track Woman. She's obviously and she was on a few other tracks as well off that album. She's got a very good voice. The other nominees were Bella, Georgia Smith, I liked her new project, Salt, Tiana Major 9, and Western. So, I haven't really checked out most of the material for these artists, to be fair. Except probably Georgia Smith and a bit of Western, so congrats to Cleo Soul. Best hip hop act to DBE. Not really surprised. They've got a big fan base. DBE makes some decent stuff. Not everything's for me. It gets a bit repetitive sometimes. The other nominees are Dave. I mean, Dave definitely should have won that award. Fredo has had a fantastic year. I would have been fine. Little Sims again has been amazing. Pot of Paper's been amazing. Slow Tie's been. Why has Slow Tie not got more nominations? Like he had a fantastic year, and Tyrone was a great album. But yeah, like literally all of those artists were better than DBE this year. But people love those tunes about vaginas and fucking doing drugs and trying to think what the YouTube algorithm allows me to say. Probably not vaginas, but oh well. But yeah, congrats to DBE, I guess. Best drill act went to Central C, which is cool. Fair enough. He's had a good year. Digga D's on there. Like Digga D's stuff. Heady One's been pretty cool as well. K-Trap's not his best material, but some pretty good stuff. Lowski, did like that new album from him that came out towards the end of last year. It was cool. Millions has grown on me. Didn't like him when he first came out, but his tunes have grown on me. Russ Millions has obviously had a massive year. SR, Tion Wayne, I've not been in love with his stuff this year, but it's been good. And Unknown T's been decent. So I probably would have given it to Central C as well, to be fair. Best international act went to Wizkid. Wizkid's been massive this year, hasn't he? I don't love all his music, but I can't deny he's had a big moment this year. and he has made some good music. Doja Cat's on there, she's made some decent music. Drake's on there. I mean, Certified Lover Boy was not a good project. Kanye's on there. I probably would have given it to Kanye personally, but that's me. Lil Nas X has been done his thing this year, so has Megan Thee Stallion, Polo G, although I'm not in love with Polo G's stuff as I have been in the past. Rema, Skillbug, and Young Stoner Life, Young Thug and Gunna. I can't get on board with Gunna. I don't know. Yeah, not that many nominees have sort of made an impact on me this year, I guess, but congrats to Wizkid. I think he's one of the more deserving nominees on that list. Best performance in a TV show or film went to Michael Ward, who played Franklin in Small Axe. I need to see Small Axe. I've heard some very good stuff about that. I don't think I've actually seen any of these stuff. So Ashley Thomas is nominated for playing Henry in Them, which I think I might have seen an episode of that. I think my mate showed me that. That was quite cool. Damson Idris, who played Franklin Saint in Snowfall. Not heard of Snowfall. Daniel Kaluuya as Fred Hampton in Judas and the Black Messiah. I do need to go watch that. I've heard good things. And then another Small Axe nominee, Letitia Wright as Alethea Jones Leconte. Yeah. But yeah, again, I'm well behind on the times when it comes to TV and film. So, again, proving to me that I need to get on that. Best media personality went to Chunks and Young Philly. I'm not surprised. Their content's not for me, but they're doing their thing. I can't hate on those guys, you know. They're doing their thing. They make people laugh. I'm not mad. The other nominees are Charlene White, Harry Pinero, does Who We Be, does other things I like. Henry does her thing as well. Julie Adenuga, I do like that show. She does the top fives thing. I think that's a cool show. Maya Jammers, well, she's just a mainstream celebrity now. She's gone beyond the Call of Duty. Mo Gilligan is a funny guy. Munya Chawla, I love his content. He was the shit in lockdown, in my opinion. Nether Rose and ZZ Mills. So a big list of big personalities. And I think all those guys are killing it, to be honest. So they might not have won this award, but they're doing their thing. Best Gospel Act went to Governor B. I do really enjoy Governor B's music when I do hear it, so I'm pretty cool with that. Not really listened to the other nominees on that award. Best African Music Act went to Wizkid. Wizkid's had a fantastic year. There is other good nominees on there like Burna Boy, Davido, NSG, Thames, Tiwa Savage, who've all made good stuff. Best Reggae Act went to Shenseea. I've not heard of her. So I've heard of Popcard, obviously. I've heard of Sean Paul. I've heard of Spice. But I'm not as in tune with reggae, really, am I? I need to get more in tune. Best Jazz Act went to Sons of Kemet. Cool for them. I mean, there's Blue Lab Beats and Jacob Collier. Cool. Where's Nubia Garcia? I thought she'd be on this list. That's a shame. But yeah, some good congrats to them. And Best Producer went to J5. I mean, I've heard a few J5 tunes I've liked this year, but he's not really stuck out to me. The other nominees are Gotcha, Jules, M1 on the Beat, P2J, and TSB. I've probably heard songs they've liked, but I don't know. No, producers don't seem to make big albums in this country as often. Like, they'll make the odd song, and you'll be like, okay, this sounds cool. I think more needs to be made of producers. I do think they need to be credited more so that people understand their impact. But yeah, congrats to J5. And that's all. That's my thoughts on the MOBO Awards. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to share your thoughts. Give the video a like if you enjoyed it or if you agree. You can dislike, but you won't be able to see how many dislikes. Only I can, so well. And yeah, thank you for watching this video. Until next time, this has been another TomTalks.